Coach, the game seemed to get away from you in the third quarter on that 11-2 run. Can you kind of take us through what you saw there?
I think the game got kind of choppy, the way that the game was being called. We lost a rhythm. Had a different lineups on the floor because of injuries and guys out of position a little bit. Didn't get organized offensively. I got to do a better job of putting us in the right places at those times, making sure everybody's comfortable in their spots and comfortable in their positions. In those moments, making sure we're organized and getting the looks that we need to get. Defensively, I thought, they started to be more aggressive at attacking the paint, putting pressure on us, and, it created opportunities, obviously to score, but they did a really good job on the offensive boards as well, and, it hurt us.
JB, it looked like a little bit uncharacteristic there with the points off turnovers that they scored. I think they were plus 24 in terms of what they scored there. What was the difference in terms of what they did defensively to sort of disrupt it?
I mean, they're active with their hands, and they're a long team. They're a physical team, and they put you in uncomfortable situations. And then, at the points of the floor where we were turning it over, it was difficult to get back and form any kind of defense to get some stops. But, we've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball, make sure we get the shots that we want, and try to stay out of tight spaces.
JB, did you give consideration going back to Jaron late in the game? I know they went with the smaller lineup, but did you give that thought?
Yeah, we thought about it. The assistants brought it to my attention. I just thought the matchups that we had on the floor defensively, we could switch some things and keep things in front of us, not force any triggers where, they could pop to space or force us to have to tag and get into rotations and those types of things. So, we thought about it. Again, I just made the decision at the end to stick with that group.
Yeah, JB, after playing 9, 10, 11 man rotations most of the season, just how different is it from y'all's standpoint to play 8 guys in a rotation?
I mean, it's difficult, and what happens is, the guys that you're used to playing with, like our bench had been playing well with one another. And then, they're forced to play with different groups and different people, and then, you got to catch a rhythm with them. There's a chemistry that had been forming through that group. And then when you start to peel pieces away from it, you're searching for that chemistry with a different group of guys. So it's something that we just, we got to battle through. Everybody in the league deals with injuries. We just got to figure out a way to battle through it.
I realize you may have to tread lightly on this one, but it seemed like there was some inconsistent officiating in the second half, and which helped to make the game choppy. How tough is it to figure out a game plan when it seems like things are called so inconsistently?
I mean, it's hard to play the game, to be honest with you. We make no excuses, obviously, for the outcome of the game. But, if things aren't called the same on both ends of the floor, you don't know how to defend, and you don't know how to teach your guys to defend. So, again, with being careful and, what I say, it's, our guys, are put in a disadvantage because you don't know what to do. And at least if, it's consistent on both sides of the floor, you can at least make decisions on how you're going to play situations. But if it's not, then, it's difficult to play.
JB, obviously you are shorthanded with the injuries. Before Dylan's injury, did you have a sort of a maintenance plan in mind at all for Mike and Mark, and are you concerned that over the next few weeks about just the minutes piling up on those two guys especially?
Yeah, the good thing about it is those guys are prepared for it. Both of those guys had great summers and great training camps, and through that they built a tolerance for the load that they were going to have to carry. Obviously we need to be careful with those guys, but they want to play basketball. So we'll find our rest for them on off days. We'll manage it through that. They get their treatment. They take great care of themselves. They eat the right way. But obviously we'll keep an eye on it.
Coach, you've played some games that were shootouts offensively, high-scoring games. You played some of these low-scoring games, what do you know about the pace that you think your team needs to play at to win consistently?
I mean, I think we have to create pace through our defense, and we need to take advantage of early opportunities. We need to get stops, obviously, and from those stops, we can get out and try to run and try to create some easy buckets for ourselves. I think we can improve in that area. If we don't have break opportunities, I like the way we play deep into the clock. We got guys who know how to make plays, and you force teams to defend for longer periods of time, they're more likely to make a mistake and create an open opportunity for you. So we've got to find that mix of, breaking off of misses and long rebounds and turnovers, and then, working our clock in the half court.
Through the 12-game mark, where is this team at as far as just understanding what this offense is trying to do, and maybe is the team where you wanted it to be at this point? Or
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're still growing. We're still a work in progress. There's no doubt about it. Again, the moving pieces with the injuries and those types of things, puts you in some difficult situations early on. So we're working through those things, and we'll get it figured out. But I thought we were trending in the direction that we were trying to go. I think guys kind of understand what we're looking for, how we can create it. The foundation is there, but we're still building.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.